Peace Divine Originals. So this video right here, I guess I could finish with what I was talking about that place, right? Patagonia. So this picture right here is a picture of a past life. Now, this place right here, as you see in her hand, there is fire in her hand. The land that I spoke about in the other two videos about this place, they were fire people. They guarded the lands, they helped the animals, they was connected to source, like everything that you would think of, they did there. Now, mind you, just think about, I showed y'all yesterday the show Avatar. There was fire people, there was earth people, there's water people, and there's earth, water, fire, and wind, or something like that. I'm not really sure. I gotta go back into it. I can't remember about it right now, but I just want to talk about how the women were in control there. The men, and still today, I literally just got blocked. A man blocked me. Now, this man was speaking on people in Turtle Island, but he had a whole African accent, right? Now, this man had a whole African accent, and he on TikTok. He on TikTok banging on us that are saying that, the difference between more and more, right? Mind you, you're a Berber. You're from Africa. You got a whole African accent. Now, if you was from Turtle Island, you would be sounding like me. You would be sounding like everybody that I talk to without an accent, right? Even if your parents is from another place, you gonna talk like you from Turtle Island, right? I keep telling y'all, please. And then the crazy part about it is, before he blocked me, he gonna take a screenshot of my account. Why the fuck is you taking a screenshot of my account? You sound like a op, right? You sound like a op on this app, right? Now, mind you, whenever I try to speak about anything, especially if I go into a male's room, they don't want to hear that shit. Now, if you go back and look, let me just show you right here. Hold on. Now, this is the book Patagonia, right? In this book right here, I'm going to show you once again. I just showed you in the other video. Read the top. One of the legends held in the ancient times, the women of the tribe were dominant, and the men lived in fear and subjugation. At the time, the women had their own lodge with which men could not enter. They were not allowed. The females had powers they called witchcraft, but y'all know that it's not really witchcraft, right? So let me tell y'all what these people did. So as you can tell, if you keep reading, the females had the power, right? So what they did was, as the women grew more powerful, they just called it witchcraft. They called us witches. If you go back to the Salem witch trials and all of that, you will see that it is the women that is being unalived. And they weren't witches. They just knew who they were and was taking care of things, right? Because the women always took care of things. You see how this realm done turned out once the men got in control, right? It's all topsy-turvy. So what we are trying to do now is fix what they did, okay? We are just trying to fix what happened to the realm. So as you see at the top of my head, they say that they got worse. So the men, they ended up unaliving the women, but they kept the little girls with they freaky ass, right? They kept the little girls so they can basically train them into something that they wanted them to be. And this is how they want the women to be now. They want the women to bow down, but we don't fucking bow down. Y'all need to go somewhere with that shit, right? Because I showed y'all how it said that they lived in fear and subjugation, right? So these people, these men, they unalived the women and kept the little girls so they can control them. Then they opened up their own lodge, which women were not allowed to enter. And if they did, they unalived them just like they unalived their mothers. So as I said before, this is the map of the place that I spoke of in Patagonia, right? This is the island. If you go back to the Google, matter of fact, I'm gonna overlay it. If you look at the map down there, I'm gonna put it down there. If you look at the map down there, it literally looks the same. Now that is a picture of the Google Earth. I put the coordinates in which it said the island was. And then you see down there that the island looks like it's still there. It looks like it's just overlaid. So, hold on. So, in 1769, Cook rewrites or writes of the Indians, right? So, he speaks on how they were described. So, they are something above the medium size of dark copper color with long black hair. They painted their bodies different colors and streaks, right? Mostly red and black. Their clothes consistently woolly, right? Now, as you see up there, it says they have their fires. They made small, you see it, branches, whatever. These people were the fire people. This Avatar that we are watching, these other movies that we are watching, we are these people. I'm trying to tell y'all. Now, me personally, I'm going to say we because I've touched all lands in all realms. I know my past lives. I had a purpose to do. I am doing exactly what I did in the past, which is protect us, right? Help us remember who we are. We all have past lives. And a lot of us don't know these lives, but guess what? I can help you with that, okay? I know my past life. I know these people were fire people because I am a fire person. It's in my blood. Now, once they got in, these colonizers, they continuously came back. Now, it says in May 1834, they entered for the second time of the eastern mouth of the Strait of Magellan, right? Country on both sides of the parts. Now, if you go down, you see Patagonia, but you also see Cape Negro, right? Now, Cape Negro. Now, I'm gonna tell you something. Hold on. Now, me personally, I'm so cold. I'm like, Big Mama, give me the etymology of Negro. So she gave me the etymology, right? So it is a binding contract, even though using those words. So they put spell on us by using these words. So the N means no or not. The spell begins denial. The name, the origin, the rights, N, right? Igar, right? So is a manufactured spirit, a fake spirit. They turned into a label of false being. So that every time you say the word, you see it, you were invoking that spirit of erasure, right? So we're going to go down to the O. The O is a binding circle, right? The ancient spellcraft O seals the word. It makes it unbreakable unless undone with fire and truth. So in the ancient tongue, that word means the ones of the light and dark, the divine flame in flesh, right? Y'all let me know in the comments how y'all feel about this. This is part 3. All right. I love y'all. Stay high vibrational. Peace.